friends, today I'm playing with that good old Saran wrap again. I was trying to think of some more ways to use it. What I did is I want to do like a little water scene to add to this abstract landscape. I was playing with warm and cool colors, which was really fun, and I love that effect. What I did is I just painted a wash here with blue and turquoises. I used this big 16 round brush. And then I took a piece of that cling wrap or cellophane wrap and I kind of pulled it into, so it was crinkled but pulled into lines, not like we did for the rocks where we scrunched it up. And I let it dry. And this is the technique that I got. So look at that. Isn't that fantastic? It looks like water. What I'm going to do now is I just want to go back to my original little landscape here. And I'm going to add in some blue here. Whoops. Let me wipe that up. And, excuse me. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay down that Saran wrap again. And I think what I'm going to use, this is a brand new MAB metallic that came out that I'm kind of anxious to use. Let me show you what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little dry brush on when I do the water effect on here. Let me show you what that looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I'm just going to run it over. I want the dry brush effect. So I'm going to run it over my painting, something like that, and really give it that watery effect. So anyway, to go back to my process here. On this, I did my watercolor. Now I'm going to lay down that wet paint. So let me just start by that. I'll use some turquoise, some blue. Let's get a little bit of that turquoisey color. And I want to make it pretty wet. And then I'm just going to go down and lay it down in here. Want to go up. Keep washing that. I love painting in this way where it kind of doesn't have any real defined edges here, like that. And now I'll just drop in some more paint here, maybe a little bit of blues. Like that, because I want it to be dark, because the darker it is, the more it's going to show up. And I might even add in a tiny bit of that green, because that will maybe show some of the reflection of the trees here. So just like that, wash, rinse my brush. And I want these edges to be really soft here. So I'm just washing and rinsing my brush and picking some up. Okay, before that gets too dry, I'm going to go ahead, and I usually get a new piece of cling wrap, Saran wrap, but I didn't grab any. So let's just lay this down. I'm going to make sure it's in lines. I don't want that scrunchy effect that we had with the rocks. I want this to be in lines. So I'm kind of pulling it. And now I'm just going to let it dry. And then once this dries, I'll be right back and I'll show you what we'll do next. All right, everybody, let's check this out and see what we got here. Look at that. Isn't that great? What another great. Now, I used a used piece of cellophane too, by the way, so that didn't work quite as well as it might work with a brand new piece, but it gives you these lines. Now what I'm going to do is just spray my, and you could use white gouache here too, but you know I love my sparkles. So I'm going to use these little sparkles. And let's see here. I want to see. So this is the holographic mirror series. This is what I'm using here. That's what this is. I'm going to use the one that is a little bit more, not quite as opaque, because I just wanted to create a sparkle. So I'm picking up quite a bit on my brush here, just loading from the side. And then what I'm going to do is try to do a dry brush, so it just kind of looks like sparkles on here. So I'm really running across the paper, just scratching the surface so I can create these sparkles. Like that. So I've got all these nice sparkles. Now I could go across there, and I've seen people use a razor blade, but you know, there's just, I don't like to damage my paper like that. I think I will go for this white and just load the sides of my brush with a bit. But I want it pretty dry, and I just want to go across the top. I don't, now that's wet, so this isn't going to, I should give it a little shot with my heat gun. Just want to create, you know, I don't want it necessarily to be like an ocean or something. I just want a little bit of white because this is very abstract. Let me give it a quick shot with my gun here. There we go. And let's try that again. So this is a very abstract painting, which I love. And I'm just going to go across the top of this paper. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Just to get some feeling of maybe some little white caps like that. And that is it. The last thing I might do here is create a little shoreline. I'm going to grab some of that dark brown, dark green, and go across here. And then what I'll do is wash and rinse my brush, and with a damp brush, touch that edge. Just like that. And I think I'm about done. I like this. I think it's exactly what I was envisioning, and I hope you give this a try. It's very subtle. All right, thanks everyone.